Alright, we're back at it again. I think this is day 4 now. And let's see what we get ourselves up to. September the 25th. It's been nearly a full month and things are starting to feel natural in school now. Well, at least compared to my old schools. Except now I've actually made some good friends. I'm pretty sure we're good friends anyways. I don't really know how to measure friendship. Outside of that party a few days ago, I haven't hung out with any of them outside of school. If friends just hang out at school and good friends do stuff outside of school, where does that put us? Well, it's still too early in the school year. I'll figure out the friendship conversation rate at some point. And it's not like I'm in a rush either. Shades! Focus! Leaving my current thoughts, I realize I've been in the middle of climbing a rock wall in the gymnasium. You know? Why was I spacing out again? Alright, all the blood rushing to my head. Alright, peel yourself off your majesty's gym floor and hit the showers. Made it just in time. I take my seat right next to Olivia, let myself relax for a second. Olivia is, as usual, doing away at her on her notebook. I take a quick peek at her new work, curious to see who she's trying to turn into a word today. Instead, the page is filled with various scribbles of what looks like to be a rat. The only piece of shading for its fur is just on its head, save for a white spot around the red eye. Looks like the same one she doodled in the note we passed around in history class. Murals show it in various poses and scenarios, some basic and some pretty creative. There's even one wearing a cape holding a ridiculously giant sewing needle like a sword. These rat doodles of yours are pretty cute. Thanks. Actually, that reminds me. Look who else I drew over the weekend. She flips a couple pages of her sketchbook and holds it up for me to see. Much to my surprise, it's none other than Mia. Olivia decided to draw her at what I can only describe in the most flattering of ways as a druggy harlot. The clothes are even more ripped than her usual attire. Her jacket is filled with all kinds of unflattering patches, and her hair is styled in a grungy mohawk that only deteriorates slightly from her face full of piercing earrings. In fact, she has a couple of rings piercing her eyelids to the point that I think it would be impossible to keep her eyes open from their weight. And that's not even getting to all the tattoos that Olivia has drawn on Mia's face. I can't help but to let out a sneaker at the sight. You like? She's sporting a smug grin as she looks my way. I mean, it's funny, but how can she even breathe with all those nose rings? Doesn't need to, she's full of hot air already. The girl chuckles at her own joke. Bet if she saw it, steam would blow out of her ears. Probably. Yeah. She stumps around uselessly and then does nothing. Seems like you have a pretty good idea on how she works. She's just predictable. It's not rocket science. Hey yo. Who this? I do not remember this one. I only remember this one girl. Second time I'm seeing her. We're interrupted by a pair of students. I recognize them, though I only know one of their names. You recognize her? Only know the one. Yo, Inko, my homie. We're not homies, I barely know you. So I saw what you submitted for the contest and I just love it. It was so good I just had to show it to my friends. Yeah, man, I just had to come and see who made it when Laura told me all about it. Wait, I remember her now. Yeah, she's that one that just took that random picture with us. And when she told me, I was like, oh my god. I just knew when I saw you had the artistic spirit. Pretty darn fascinating, especially for a newbie. I'm a bit shaken. I'm a bit taken aback by her backhanded compliment. Still, it is a compliment. The first one I've heard since coming to St. Hamad. About my art, I mean. Oh my gosh, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm Kara. It's so nice to meet you. Yeah, likewise. Cool. I mean, it's not that great of a piece, it's just something I had on hand last minute? Dang, you're selling yourself way too short there. Yeah, your work is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I'm thinking we should hang out sometime. Hey, yo, start trying. Oh, you slipped. Start trying to get into his fence. Oh, shit. The bell's ringing soon. Already? Dang. Well, it was nice seeing you again, Inko. Keep up the great work. Be seeing you later. Yeah, be seeing you real soon, Inko. I can't help but to smile at my new friends and wave their goodbyes departure. I headedly feel the joy wash through my head as I reply to their words of praise repeatedly. In the corner of my eye, Olivia's smile reflects the overwhelming cheer I'm feeling. Though it seems to vanish the moment I look her way. Seems like you're becoming the talk of the school. I mean, I hope that I'll get some positive feedback about my work, but I didn't realize that it would be that good. Olivia chews her lips, contemplating before turning to me. Say, Inko, can I see your submission? Sure, give me a second. Luckily, I'm prepared. Not only do I have my portfolio drive, but I finally set up the cloud drive for it. It's as simple as opening up the application on my phone, swiping to the exact digital copy, and presenting it to Olivia. Ta-da! I consider it my magnus opus. Magnus opus, I finally got to say it. You keep a copy of it on your phone? I've got my whole portfolio in a cloud storage. I learned it was a good practice for a couple of art blogs. So what do you think? Olivia squints at my phone as she does her best to formulate her opinion. It's nice. The compost of it is really something. You mean composition? Yeah, that. You did great, Inko. Getting a compliment from Olivia for my work feels a bit alien to me. But maybe, just maybe, this is what the start of something new is. Yeah, I can almost feel it now. Inko G Nato. Ace photographer capable of capturing masterpieces through photo lens. Yeah, that has a nice ring to it. Olivia must see my self-congratulating grin because her own job. Alright, you did good, don't let it get to your head. When the grin remains, she forces it off by elbowing me in the chest. Warned you. That's going to leave a bruise. Like, you don't have like mad bruises, man, you're good. With the exchange behind us, Olivia and I get ready for class. As I was warned by now, Mr. Lang came to class with some violent abuse of school property. Good morning. Now settle down, we got an announcement to go over. Sit back in my seat. I sit back in my seat, filling out the spot where Olivia smacked me to check. Yep, bruise. Jeesh. Use and use. As the pale Petrodon continued on reading from the announcement sheet like he did every day, I found myself lost in my own thoughts. Nothing else really happened that I consider out of the ordinary thing that are new. Like the school itself, our bodies started to become mundane. so he's not paying attention in class. That's how he ended up at school that one day. Later at lunch, I'm rattling off my best stand-up to Olivia while Damon's out getting seconds. Liz had retreated to her usual space in the rafters. And then he said, Anya. Olivia hands flies to her nose, trying and failing to conceal the snort-filled laughter. I set up a chain of reaction of my own laughter spilling over my mouthful of cheap school burger. She laughs. God, you suck at comedy, Inko. Olivia drinks greedily from her container to alleviate her sore vocal cords. Is that why you're all out of breath? It was a pity laugh. Stick to choreography. You got a better one? The mood is slow to settle, but once Olivia has caught her breath, she speaks with a sudden smile. In fact, I do. So, a triceratops, a T-Rex, and a rhinoceros find a lamp. Her mouth clams shut and her eyes go wide. Ah, perfect. I was looking for you two. It's Ben. Olivia casts her eyes down to her lunch, spearing her mystery meat roughly with a talent. Oh, Ben, what's up? I figured I'd come by and congratulate you on your submission entry. This again? I mean, it is my best piece, but all the praise from it is still surprising. It's exhilarating, all these compliments and everything. It's different, man. Thanks, man. Hey, maybe I'll win winner of the contest. What do you think, Olivia? The green Gator girl flinches. Ben shakes his head. Also, Olivia, great to catch you here. Principal Scalar wanted me to remind you that you need to clean up after yourself. Leaving messes in class can disrupt students in other periods. Scalar said that. Why not just tell Olivia herself? She's busy and tired of reminding you. Olivia scoffs at the mention of our principal, yikes, keeping her mouth firmly closed. Must not be that important though. Inka, I just spent my entire second period cleaning up her mess because she did not take anything serious. I'm not supposed to, Scalar's errand boy. I'm not supposed to be Scalar's errand boy, and I'm certainly not supposed to be a personal janitor. I'm left to frown at Olivia giving Ben the silent treatment. Was it wrong of me to think she'd be more open with everyone else like she is with me? Do you know how hard it is to scrub baking soda out of from a carpet once it's dry? Where did she get baking soda? Can you just try to not make other people's lives harder? Inko says, Ben, what the hell? Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I went too far, sorry. Olivia tries to shoot me indifferent gaze. It cracks a bit from embarrassment when I don't return to it. Ben's comment is completely uncalled for, and I can't just stand around if she's not even going to defend herself. Come on, Ben, leave her alone. My point being, Olivia, this is completely ridiculous. I expected better from you. Expect? How do you have expectations for her? That came out a little wrong. Well, I expect her to do the bare minimum and not waste my time. Olivia doesn't even bother looking at Ben. Instead, she looks at me with that sad face until she quietly rolls away from us. I think I went too far there. He pinches his brow and sighs, and left standing here with the student council president. I wonder what I had done that earned me Olivia's air just now. That's bad. Mia really wanted me to have lunch with her today. He's definitely gonna give me an earful after school. He glances at his phone and grimaces at the notification. Spoke too soon, she's giving me one now. Well, you should probably grab your lunch while there's still time. Ben glances up at the one of the class in lunchroom. There's only about 10 minutes of lunch left. Bah, you're right. But The line usually closed 5 minutes ago. His fist hammers his palm in empathy. Oh, you used the vending machine out there. Anything good there? I've been enjoying the atomic hot taticios recently. But Damien tells me he's a bigger fan of the bitter melon bites. Bitter melon. It is. I don't think my tail could handle that amount of caspian. Ben gets up from his seat. Alright, I'll go check it out. Let's... Once his feet caught the stool, he stumbled headfirst. Right into Damien's tray, stacked high with mystery meat. He face plants right through the tray and onto the floor. On the right side, the mystery meat cushioned his fall. On the dark side, the mystery meat cooked his fall. Whoa, Ben, you alright? I jump from my seat and go to help him out. Instinctively, I take a look around the cafeteria. All eyes are on us. I already hear it starting. Reyes mutters about the safety of student council president mutters. I start breaking into chairs. I know how this song and dance goes. It's over for Ben. He gets up, dusts off his blazer. Not exactly what I meant when I said meet and greet, Damien. Oh yeah, you're right, sorry. All of a sudden, the entire attitude of the cafeteria shifts before my eyes. The jeers were deflected into general amusement that pre-meted thought out the room. One of the nearby students stands up and his hands him a few knives to wipe off his face. Hey, thanks. How does he manage to stay composed while covered in school mystery meat? I'm both impressed and jealous. You okay? Thought you couldn't eat it. Nah, even if I swallow any, it takes a lot more than that to really be an issue. It'll be fine, thanks for your concern though. Even as he refreshes off the lunchroom grimace, Frank carries himself with dignity. If that had been me, this guy got some serious quick wits. No, there's probably a little more than that. Man, I was looking forward to eating that. Why on earth did you even have that much meatloaf? I asked the cafeteria later earlier this morning to let me have the leftovers. Although now it's gone up into waste. He eyes the remains on the floor. Some poor janitor is going to have to mop all that up. Maybe. Don't even think about it. The bell signals our next class total, and the fist fights and the gang war cease on command, and everyone starts milling towards the exit. The cafeteria empties enough that I can clearly see a bend-shaped meatloaf angel on the floor. There is a familiar rubbery texture feeling on my fingertips. My instincts kick in, hands go for my camera and captures the moment. After which a sense of shame rolled over me. That I would even consider capturing something like this, especially when it's happening to my friend. I get up from my seat with a heavy sigh and finally head to my next class. I hope Ben will have the time to clean up before our photograph. He's got 5 minutes. We should go to photograph class, right? On my way to photograph class, I'm still a bit caught up with what just happened. I think I'm starting to see how Ben accomplished that. I mean, ordinarily, an incident that embarrassing would be just detrimental to your social standing. On my first day, I went through something like that, an event so humiliating people were spreading rumors for days. Sure, they died out pretty quick, but that fact has happened. One moment everything's fine, and suddenly something you couldn't even seen coming just upends your life. Stuff like that can happen all the time to anyone. It's something that always terrifies me. It's something that just happens to Ben only. He was exempted. He was quick on his feet and defused the situation faster than it could have even really started. It's like disaster avoidance. I seriously think it's the most important skill one can have. To have everything under control, to see trouble from a mile away and make it a non-issue even when it takes you by surprise. That sort of social capital is something I need. Maybe it's a little selfish, but if I were seen that way, then any sudden happenings would be forgiven instantly. Of course, Ben isn't alone. The world is full of people with that skill, only I'd be lying if I said most of them deserve it. Most people able to get away with stuff use their unique abilities for just that, getting away with stuff. What should be seen as a blessing of social buffer is just enabled traits of their aschromatic get out of jail free card. If I had that ability, I'd use it to push myself to my limits both artistically and productively. That's my ultimate goal these days. Ben is one of the good ones, definitely. He definitely earns my respect over this. The question remains though, how do I get like that? The line of thinking is cut off as I round the next corner. Mia wanted to talk to ya. Livia? At the center of the hallway intersect, I see Mia and Olivia. Olivia. Disapproval face. Combo. Transfer word on Olivia. Olivia, don't be such a killjoy. I'm trying to be nice here. The grin on Mia's face is jovelated as she stands before the wheelchair-bound girl. Her tail lazily sways as she eyes Olivia. Man, I never realized how lethal those spikes on her tail were. After all, I have to be nice to someone as talented as Olivia, don't I? Behind her is a pair of similarly smiling, discerning girls. Actually, wait a minute. These two. They're Mia's friends? I figured as much. I mean, she knows her way around the house on campus, right? Olivia, a paraplegic Castios here. That you, right? I can't imagine how useless you must feel otherwise. I'm glad you're able to put those thoughts aside and pick something you like. Mia takes a step forward at Olivia. Her previous expression takes a more ominous look. Yet, for all that talent and untapped potential, you seem to lack some of the basic expected of functioning young adult. Mia's lips part feeling a cold thing. I heard you have been really dirty, messy little baby, leaving yourself everywhere in class and getting it all over the place. They should stick you in a cute little bit. Caroline laughed, jeering loudly at Olivia. Mia snapped her fingers, causing them two to be quiet. I still don't want to believe it. Those two, they were so nice to me. What are they doing with Mia? I know them. They're smart. They know if this is what it looks like, it's horrible. And they're not the kind of people to punch down like this, so you think? But they're all decided to do this, right? So what's going on? Is there something more to the situation? Mia takes another step forward, her finger now looming over Olivia as she looks down with a curled sinister on her lips. Normally I wouldn't waste my time trying to single you out, but I'm going to use this moment to make you get the picture. Benny was supposed to join me for lunch, but he had to stay behind to clean up after you. You got your issues, you can't ride a bike, whatever. That's your problem. Stop making it mine, Olivia. Or do I need to start being a problem for you? Yeah, does Ben look like your nanny? Well, she does come keep packaged to show her. Come on, Mia, that's crossing the line. Not like she can stand up to you or anyone. Dang. What? I'm just chatting with Olivia. But it doesn't hurt your feelings. I'm really sorry. Her obliques click loudly and repeatedly while her hands cover her maw to hide the giggle. Oh, don't take it personally, Olivia. I'm just teasing you. Right, Liz? We all got one big happy family. Lord knows some of us here could use one. I don't usually know how to respond to that. I want to hear both sides of the story, what history Mia and Olivia have for a confrontation like this. I've been getting this upset over her missing lunch revenge stream, but Mia's friends remain on Kyle's side. Completely steadfast against Olivia. Is that bad? And yet Olivia says nothing to her. She has her head up top, the knuckle of her hand like I wish during Prickly's history lesson. There are moments where Olivia's tail will press onto the floor, shifting her chair back or to the side. It looked like she was attempting to sidestep the conversation with that muscular tail, but Mia's own movements cut her skip attempt. Mia returns to a calm stare. There's no emotion, but the staring contest was a fight in their own right, and the first to look away would lose. Olivia frigid indifference against Mia's piercing glaze. Kira ends up dropping her phone. Both, both, whoa, okay. Ooh. Both glare at her simultaneously. Idra, Kara, I swear I'll kill you one of these days. Olivia takes this opportunity to move past Mia. Mia takes no time to toughen her stance and continue her spew of insults. What, leaving so soon? No response, and so quickly, that's almost normal walking speed. I was honestly thinking you'll need a cooler nickname to go with your need for speed. Hot Wheels. In an instant, Livia stops to a squeaking halt. Gone as her stoic face is the place where her eyes wide with shock. Hey, how the heck? Olivia's pace falters. Mia quickly steps ahead again and places a foot on her left wheel. You brain dead, pinhead? Friend told me back in gym class. You went on about how you had it back when you were still soiling your diapers. Honestly, I think you should embrace it. So say it. I think this is about the time we probably should do something. Well, are you retarded, you stupid question mark? And say it, that's what she says. Hey, God, do you need a speech therapy? Then just say it. She says Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. See, I knew you could do it. Kinda fitting I agree with half of it. Olivia claws digs into her armrest. Maybe that's the nuisance, the point is only half of it works. Mia turns to look at Kara and Laura, elating some more giggles for them. I'm sure you wouldn't mind making it cool again though, right? I mean, you were such a winner back then. Mia leans close, her voice now a harsh stage whisper as she glares daggers through Olivia. What's wrong, Hot Wheels? Don't want to talk anymore? Oh, am I not good enough for you? Even from afar, I can tell Olivia is starting to lose her composure. Her tail lays limp on the floor as if the energy to hold it was draining away. Oh my god. You should have probably intervened a long time ago, just saying. I think this is bullying, I don't want to believe it. But it's undeniable by now, this is textbook bullying, it's unfair. It's like when you were in line to use the restroom after hours of waiting and someone cuts in front of you, completely inexcusable. This is the part where you should have stepped in long ago. What do I even say? I have to at least try, right? It's my duty as a fellow student. Maybe I don't need to say anything at all, just being present for Olivia against the horde. And it certainly wouldn't help if I got even bigger target on my back from Mia. Olivia wrenches herself free from Ridger's foot and continues down the hall. The others follow like vultures. Oh man, I need to think fast and act fast. See, I just walk through. My legs move on their own and I cross into the hallway. I'm instantly noticed by Mia, already registering my presence, and her expression changes. My heart starts beating quicker and harder. Time's up for being indecisive. I hate this. Literally, the only thing he really had to do was, when we realized it was getting heated, just show up. Our presence is enough to stop it. And then we literally just told her to just walk away. Gave her enough time to just go away on her own right. But now I gotta do this. that this is indeed a important choice. Defend Olivia means because we heard all of this technically. I feel like we shouldn't make ourselves a big deal here. But he clearly wants to make himself a big deal here. Because we don't have class with Olivia, I think. Because if we had class with Olivia, it would have definitely worked out way better. But our class isn't with Olivia. So I do not want to defend her because when we defended her with Ben, technically, she was a bit iffy. So we don't want to look like we're just taking pity. We can show some support. I'll probably do better overall. Because we don't want to seem like we're potentially babying her. As much as I wanted to get off on Mia and her bossy, Oliver wouldn't want me to try to stand up for her again. Not after how I tried to handle it with Ben. Besides, I probably fumbled the words and make myself look like a fool anyway. There's not really much I can do. But what I can do is nothing. Say nothing, do nothing, just wait for Olivia to pass by. She stopped a bit and confused, but quickly remembered she's currently on the run. When she passed by, I followed down the same hallway, slowing my pace to be slightly behind her. Olivia turns to look at me with equal parts surprise and dread. I think a part of her fears that I'm about to say or do something really stupid. Instead, I merely give a warm smile. To be picked on by that many people at once, all certain they're doing no wrong, is terrifying. In a moment like this, she should know that someone's got her back. Even if I have nothing to offer, at least the playing field's a bit less one-sided, now that she has someone beside her. The hell? Hey, I know that jacket, and I know that bull's eye from ahead, a mile away. The group starts following behind us. Olivia glances over me and I return another small smile. Well, if it ain't ballsy, coming to save the day or something? I don't respond. Instead, I keep my head forward and keep walking with Olivia. That seems to catch me a bit off guard as I can hear her gears in her head visibly starting to turn. Hey, I'm still talking to you, Hot Wheels. The sounds of scuffling boots start to gain on us. Just cause you have Baldy here now to protect you, it ain't gonna save your hide. Neither him or any one of your dipshit friends. I can see Olivia's claws dig into her armrest at the nickname, but otherwise she maintains a pathetic The more we walk, the more obscene Mia keeps blurting out and trying to get a rise out of either of us. This is why you don't have any real friends. You skip-less salamander. I don't know if Olivia has a plan, but I can't fully understand why she's letting Mia walk all over her like this. But I remain steadfast and believe that she knows what she's doing. That's all really I can do. Who even wanted to be with a cripple like you? I can hear Mia laugh at her own words. Olivia, please change your mind. Anyways, Olivia. Oh, you got something to say now, Hot Wheels? She shrugs. If that's how you feel, Mia? What? Olivia didn't say anything else. She only turned around and began to wheel herself down the hallway. For a moment, I stand in place as I watch as Mia tries to process what happened. Even her posse looks confused and unsure what to say. You really got her, Mia? Yeah, definitely showed that leathery. Mia jerks her head to contort and glare at them angrily by their pity comments, then stares me down with obsidian daggers in her eyes. Well, that's my cue to leave. With the glare of the headless chicken, I scrambled down. With the grit of the headless chicken, I scrambled down the hallway to catch up with Olivia. Hey, you looking me the right choice? To basic command. Behind the corner, there's no Olivia to be found. Where'd she go? I suddenly hear Laura's voice echoing down the hall, followed closely by Mia's. Mia, what are you doing? Not alone. Not with the chills me as I hear the pursuing predators have people that approach me. I'm grabbed from behind, I'm dead, well, suddenly I'm violently pushed aside, right into the school elevator by the collar of my jacket. Oh, thank God it wasn't me. She jammed the key into the slot and smashes the button to the second level. The door closes and we hear Mia roar out for us. Next time I see you two again, I'll make sure that oversized cue ball has to use that wheelchair of hers instead. Thankfully, the elevator door closes shut and the car jerks upwards before making its ascent. Dang, he just appeared. I never knew I felt grateful to be in the step trap. As I catch your breath, I unknowingly held my eyes aligning with the pair of silver spectacle eyes. I appreciate what you did for me back there. I'm surprised, not sure what to say back really. Instead, I smile back and nod. In return, she gives me a half smile before recomposing herself. You should, roll with me in the elevator now. How come? Well, you just became enemies with her. If she sees you, you'll be a wad of gum under her boot. Joy. Yeah. Your best bet is just to avoid her now. This way you stay out the hole is. I appreciate it, but don't mention it. Wait, the elevator will stop Mia from beating the snot out of me and the entire rest of the school? Yes. We hear the small electrical bang of the elevator and the door opens. You only share like one class with you. Technically two. I think one that he actually has to go open elevator for. History class is as bland as usually is. Buckley continues prattling on about some sort of historical event. But most of my attention is on Olivia. She has her hoodie over her head and looks lost in thought. That altercation must have shaken her up more than I thought it would be. A part of me wants to ask if she will be okay, even though I already asked 3 times already. Yeah, you don't need to ask her no more. But the last thing I'd want to do is product in church indeed. Soon enough, class nears its end. Olivia uses her accommodation to leave class early. Besides, we can talk about it after school if she wants to anyways. The more I think about it, the more I realize that I had my first real confrontation with a bully at school. I'd heard once that when you get into a fight for the first time, you throw up from the adrenaline. No fists were thrown, but I feel about the same right now. I aim my hands together to steady them. Jeez, I'm a whiz. You did the right thing too late, in my opinion. But whatever. I set up to Mia with Olivia and ended up in this mess. Well, you were gonna end up in this mess, period, because we already signed ourselves up for this. The final class ends and I'm set free for the day. Stepping out of St. Maud's main entrance, I'm surprised to see my friends huddled together in a tight-knitted group. I usually don't see them after school. I was always assumed they left as soon as the bell rang. Hey guys, what's going on? Inka! Damien looks exceptionally worried as he glances at me. Inka, you believe me, right? Pardon? Olivia's nostril flares as she stirs a snot. I don't mean for any of that to happen. But, what's the matter, Damien? When Mia asked about that nickname stuff from so long ago, I just blurted it out. She didn't say she'd use it for something so unscrupulous. I'm ashamed it took me more than a moment to figure out that was happening. Guess Damien feels culpable for what Mia said, but why? You don't know what that word means. Who cares? Inka, really, I don't mean for any of that to happen. Hey, believe me, man, your heart was in the right place. Olivia told us what happened with Mia calling her some nicknames. Damien leaned back over an unresponsive Olivia, hands spread and why do these use these fancy words? Supplication? Superlocation? She says you were there too. I was, yeah. Olivia, you loved that nickname way back when we were kids. Damien's words were dismissed with the roll of her smoky eyes. Hey, really, don't mean it, Olivia. He really doesn't mean it. I know already. For a split second, her brows roll a sharp teeth, and I clicked over it. Dang. Olivia's nostrils flare out with a huff and hot breath again, as I could practically see everything from her day finally weighing on her. Like shocked, concerned, mad, thinking. You were just being you again, Damien. Something I wish you weren't, but wherever. There is a grittiness in her voice once more, but she continues on. She holds her hair up to her lips, but drops it immediately. Empty again. The grit in her voice is back, but she presses on. And that nickname is just that, a nickname. I don't really want to hear it again. Especially from her, especially if that's just to get under my skin. Olivia stares Damien for a while before breaking context to glare at Liz and I. Why not? What? Did I say that? Why did I even say that? Why did I ask that? It just kind of came out of me. Liz noticed Damien still organizing his thoughts. Seeing as neither of the others are going to answer coherently, she sighs. Well, I wasn't around for this, but when they were freshmen in middle school, Damien and Olivia would take the bus every weekend to the arcade in the city. I guess he came up with the nickname around then and it stuck. That's half right, but I didn't come up with it. I bought a chunk of change for us to play stuff with each other. A match on just about anything that was a quarter probably still is. But I didn't think I won ever once. When she stood to win something, it's like a switch went off in her head. I never seen a lobby get like that. Some of the teenagers watching too, they saw everything. A couple challenged her once and I ran out of cash, and sure enough, she ended up clearing house all afternoon. It was all she talked about at school all weekend until we got back from work. Only took like a month for her to be recognized as a local champ. Sometime along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. Don't remember really who and when. But I don't know if it's proof that she got fire in her. Olivia. Wow, yeah, that. I had fun back then. I guess I forgot I wasn't supposed to bring it up. Having things really changed that much. And you did again. Damien insists to himself. Sorry. Just can't help yourself. But you're right, that was the best time of my life. The name Hot Wheels belongs to 10-year-old me, not current me. Hey, that's a great story. To be recognized so well that you get a cool nickname. It sounds amazing being the champion, being a winner. While all this distance for the title, I'm not. What? I'm not a winner anymore. Cause you don't go to the arcade anymore. If it's that what I'm thinking of, it's only like half an hour away. Olivia looked at Liz like she just recommended everyone watch the newest Netstick anime. Well, if the story anything to go by, I like to see you be a winner again. Olivia's breast seems to hitch for the moment. And I'm sure these guys want to see it too. Damien's the one that dragged you out for our lunch table all the time, right? Look at him, he's nearly kneeling over because he's afraid of losing that part of you. And Liz, I think I'd like to see why you and Damien are really close friends. Yeah. And just as quick as I gained the bravado to speak up, my words left me immediately. Think I accidentally put Olivia on the spot there. What's up? Well, her tail rolls along the ground, a bit in contemplation. If you guys really care that much about it, I wouldn't mind if you guys. All at once, Damien lights up. Yes! Alright, Hot Wheels is back. You guys now report to Liz and Ingo. Damien shoulder drops from her as he quickly recovers. Hey, if we're going the name out again. We're getting the name out again. We should go and visit the arcade together sometime. I'd rather not. Okay then, how about a better name, like Death Row? Olivia swings her tail around to trip him, but he's fast enough to jump over it. Damien's words flood out as he contemplates a new nickname to Olivia to try and appease her, many of which are shot down by her or leave Liz and I chuckling. Damien is an athlete, my guy. The reaction time's insane. We would have died. Gradually, our giggles died down. The four of us chat a bit more about the day in general. Eventually, Damien and Liz head to their respective way, while Olivia is saddeningly to stick around. Most of the school has filtered out of their various home board rides or their afternoon activity, leaving Olivia and I all alone. Okay, alright, just escalating. We're gonna get a lot of explanation. She chose to stay here with us so she can talk our ear off. Hey, I'll roll with you. Really? I mean, I don't mind, of course. It's nothing. House is only a few blocks away anyways. Besides, I'm sure someone would beat you up and take your lunch money if I didn't. Dang. She called us a square. There's plenty of time to make it to the next train, so the two of us take it easy. Juicy. The sun finally managed to break through the autumn cloud, making the walk almost unseasonably warm. Man, I thought the last day of summer was a week ago. It was. I don't mind it staying warmer a little longer though. Feels pretty great to me. Olivia gives her chair an extra hard push, letting herself glide by the unaided for long enough to stretch out her arms and bask in the sunlight. Might have figured you liked the heat. Oh, what? Because I'm a dino? No, not like that. I'm just fine. Relax. You're pretty touchy on that stuff, aren't you? The two of us finally made it to the train platform. Nestled as it is off the main street, I can see the train a few blocks away or walk time up with several rides perfectly. I just think it's important to be educated as well. Even if you want, what's the only human at our school? Even if you're the only human at our school. Elia flashes me a cheeky grin as my train pulls out. I've got to admit, but her mischievous nature is a little infectious. As the train doors open, I leave Olivia with one final jab, something I know she'll appreciate. Hey, whenever you say Hot Wheels, I immediately dodge out of the way of her slamming claws, stucking smartly onto the train as the door closes. Inka, you son of a bitch. Get back here. As the door dings shut behind me, I see the airy and looking blushing Olivia wave her fist at the train beginning to pull away. Still giggling, I managed to squeeze myself into a seat next to a yellow-scaled woman smelling faintly of hot dog. You know, I may pay for that comment later, but the look on her face is totally worth it. Alright, that should be the end of our day. Yeah. Okay, that day was a lot shorter. Alright.